It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa, coming off a nice week throwing the ball with 4 touchdown throws. It's the Dolphins and the Titans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come into this one 0-6 on the year, and really it's sort of just been one thing after another.
Coupled with they don't start very fast. The first quarter's really been an issue for them. They've got to learn to get out of the gates quicker in order to try and win some games.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Ready.
Tua to throw right away. This is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Josh Lambo now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Here we go. Close.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. In formation, those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 2nd and 12, Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Opposite. Green. Black swap. Blue check. Check pink.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Nevis is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here are the Titans now for their 1st drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, here's Willis. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. They'll set up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Jack Fox now. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt. and it'll be Dolphin football. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now a throw here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That, too.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 19 carries, 96 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Robinson with another carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Switch, yellow, offense, green.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
Willis now off of play action. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Willis, they're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Play action, now it's Tua. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Tua now on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Here we go. Ready?
Tua to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Malik Willis in the offense ready to go back to work, and he's been in a real rut of late. I mean, you think about it, 4 picks last week. He's got another couple here in this first half. They'll try again here 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Willis headed left off the option.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this time, Willis will throw it. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check pitch. Yellow, one, check right. Smith red.
On play action, here's Tua. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man. It's the tight end Long. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest in 1st half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be marked out just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa sets up the screen to Robinson. Touchdown! James Robinson from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way.
Well, this throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a... That.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this
this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. David Montgomery, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see they lead the visiting Arizona Cardinals at halftime. Breece Hall, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. Malik Willis and the Titans heading out for another series.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
23 yards, the final tally.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
On 2nd and goal, Willis. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Black lock. Blue check. Check pink. Ready.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. Looking to pass. Tua. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Throwing again on second down. Tua. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Miami. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look just to make sure.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Opposite. Green. Black block. Blue check. Set. Go.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, we're going to take a second look at those.
Have to review the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Robinson's got it.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Mevis knocks this one through.
And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They go play action with Willis.
They'll roll him out right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Third down, it's Willis.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really shouldn't be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
So at that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to the lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the final clocking there, according to Next Gen Stats, that sack occurred in 2.2 seconds. So the pass rush overwhelming that time.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans. Now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a 33-yard attempt. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Robinson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Robinson up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Mevis knocks this one through, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you don't normally get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Willis on 3rd down.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Willis, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Handoff now to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Now, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away from the victory.
I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Dolphins, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.